person out of the Dungeon family between CeeLo Green and Andre 3000, who is the dopest lyricist to you out of them two that had you like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like who would you pick if you had to pick one?
Mm. Mm. Uh, that's hard, man.
Like for different,
It's
like they dope
hard.
for different reasons though. Like
Yeah,
what
'cause
makes Andre
they
dope to
yeah
you?
they dope for different reasons, and different things work for one that don't work for the other. You know what I mean?
Uh,
So you gotta it's real hard with that one. You know what I mean? But when
right.
it comes to getting in the studio, I think they damn near even up, man. You know when it
Right.
comes, but it's like it's in different areas though. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Different areas.
Yeah, I think for
You
me,
know,
if I was gonna pick between the two, I
it's
definitely,
hard.
I definitely think CeeLo is you know what I'm saying, like a little more for me because he got the balance of the singing and the MCing, you know what I'm saying? So his creativity is a little more out there. You know, even though Andre sing, but CeeLo, man, he got the gift, brother. He definitely got the gift.
And see, that's what I mean. See, both of them are special to me. You know what I mean? Both of them special. You know what I mean? And for me, you got to look at it. In my crew, they both Geminis.
Right,
They
right,
the
yeah,
two
yeah.
Geminis in the
Right.
crew. So,
Masters of thought and words.
hey man, like it's depending on the race that you play.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hey, the pill on the rate, huh?
it's depending on
Hey,
the race
cause
that
hey,
you
cause
play with this
You
thing.
know, CeeLo can come with crazy. You know what I'm saying? And sell a
Yeah.
million copies, or you know, Andre he can come with the love below and sell a
Come
million copies.
love below. Come with Barnes over Baghdad.
Yeah,
His thing.
right,
Hey y'all.
right.
It's like so. And our crew, they man, they about even. Like when it come to them big records, you know what I mean. When it come to them big worldwide records, man, they both got some numbers up there, man. So that's just real. That's just me being that I came up with both of them and just like I know what both of them weaknesses and both of them are strong
Strengths.
at. You
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
So that's why I would say even on both sides.
For you, from like speaking on this first Goodie Mob album, what's your favorite verse that you ever spit on that album? What's your favorite verse from that album or favorite songs? You can name a few.
One of my favorite songs, man, that's really that was real was Sesame Street.
Woo. Can you feel what I feel? Yeah. Sesame Street. Yeah.
Because like I talk about Lil Johnny in there, and I talk about how he hung himself. You know what I mean? And
Mm.
that was real. That was like my house got broken into. I was hanging in the street. You know what I mean? I brought
that was a real story. That really happened.
It was real. You know what I mean? Like that little boy, he was that scared where he went and hung with the streets. He went to the mall, stole some stuff, and the police called his house, man, before his mama could get back to the room, man. He hung himself.
Damn,
He was that scared.
that's scary.
So that's the difference between our lyrics and back then, man. Everything was real, man. When you heard 1 million niggas inside, man,
Woo.
that was like that was like being in a with me and Cujo so many times being outnumbered, still
Wow.
having to fight.
Right. What's the song? You know, what's the song where it's like red hots don't drip or bleed? But CeeLo at the end, he went into it. He got into his thing. It's like he was
Oh,
freestyling it. Uh,
yeah, man.
yeah. That's after 1 million niggas inside.
Yeah, you know what it was during that time, and it was just so hard in Atlanta, man, because we were just so tired at that time. We were so tired of feeling like we saying some of the dopest stuff, and we was like, man, if we was from up north, man, we'd be gone. You know what I mean? Because we
Yeah.
were listening to Woo, we were listening to everything. You know what I mean? One of our favorite albums during that time was Big Mike. I'm so serious. I'm
Oh,
serious
yeah.
now.
Big Mike. Yeah, that album was dope. Yeah.
We were listening to a lot of this stuff that was going on. So, we was about being lyricists.
Right.
That's why I laugh when I hear people when I'm never named. I just be like, hey man, I done said some of the realest shit you can say on the mic, man.
Yeah.
Some of the shit I said, I see it even now. People use it. You know what I mean? I just
Right.
be like, hey man,
Right.
my crew have made the most slang that people talk. People when people talk this trap stuff, understand trap came out of Cujo mouth first. That was
Mm-hmm.
1993, 94, man. we were trapping in, man. We created this.
Created
So
that
for
whole,
me,
follow that wwhole
you
movement.
know,
Yeah.
started had a whole career off being a trapper. Had a whole man. He the trapper. He the king trapper.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like for
T.I.,
me,
T.I., Future, everybody. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, like Jeezy, like a lot of them, like it's nothing wrong with it. I'm
Right.
just saying where it come from.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everybody know where it come from. We get our respect from us people, man. And another thing about it is that they gonna give us our respect because they know that we the crew that done sold a lot of records and ain't nobody around here not having nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
Exactly.
what I mean? Like everybody's still okay. We still alright. We ain't like the old the legends before us. We ain't like that. You
What's up with
gotta
the new
understand.
what's up with the new Goodie Mob album? What y'all doing?
Right now it's just like I can tell you, like Lord is about to drop his Black album. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna drop another album, or I'm just dropping music right now, man.
Yeah.
Goodie Mob album. I know it's plenty of records that we got together, but the biggest thing that I know that we got all as a crew is the art of the movie on Organized Noise comes out soon. It's the movie on Organized Noise. Gonna be talking about us, TLC,
Dope.
you know, Dallas, JD, just Organized Noise whole story of how they put all of us together. You know what I mean? And I come from the Organized Noise. I come from the original set. You know what I
Right.
mean? I came in the door with Ray Murray from Organized Noise.
Right.
So,
Right.
you know, so for me, it's like my story starts with them before Goodie Mob and Outkast. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
so,
yeah.
so I'm a little deeper in the movie, but that's the new thing. That's the big thing that I think everybody's gonna be really educated on, because we're gonna talk about a lot of things. You know, people ask what happened to Goodie Mob, why we always supposed to stop making. I gotta understand, man. Goodie Mob was systematically took out, man, just like how Public Enemy systematically took out. I mean, when you saying stuff and it's starting to resonate with people, that's when people who don't believe in what you believe in, they go and put the money on something else to make something else bigger.
Right.
It's all about what the people think. If it's on the radio, the people going with it. You know what I
Right
mean?
about
Whether
that.
it's here or there. I see it or I don't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what's
But
that's just like because the first album and even the second album was so, man, it had so much knowledge on it. It was like crazy because it was like, man, I was starving for y'all to keep that going. You know what I'm saying? And I know that those, sometimes, they say corporate to shut that down when you're trying to enlighten people, but y'all still was getting it off, man, and it was getting played in the clubs. You know what I'm saying? It was
you
getting
know what?
played.
You know what? That's why I still feel like, hey man, you gotta applaud dudes like J. Cole. You gotta applaud dudes like Kendrick, because before them too, I didn't see nobody pick up our thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So for us, that's why you couldn't. And another thing too, I love it because hey man, that just showed you how real we was. You can't duplicate something that's real.
You damn right.
When it's organic and it's real, you can't put that many MCs into one house
Yup. Yeah.
and think that somebody did that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
you can't put the Wish Doctor, Cool Breeze, Backbone, and the
Yeah.
Goodie Mob and Outkast together as
Oh
lyricists.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And somebody was telling us that to do that. No, that had to happen organically. God did that.
Exactly.
Organized Noise did that. You know what I mean?
So
But
if you can give any new artist some advice, what would you tell any new artists trying to come up and do their thing? You know what I'm saying? Whether they, whatever they doing in life, like what advice would you give someone to say if they want to be a mechanic, a chef, or whatever they trying to do? What motivation could you give them, or something that helped you along your journey? What would you say about that?
just be original. Just be original, man. Like, be original, man. Like, if you're not original, you won't be remembered. You might be the finest rapper, but if you're not original, man, you just a carbon copy, man. It's like the saying, man. Like Pimp used to say, man. If you're a cartoon character in the beginning, you're gonna be a cartoon character in the end.
Right.
You come in as a man, you come in as a dude that stand for something, and people know you stand for something. Then, hey man, then people will remember you even when you ain't got that record. You know what I mean? Like I ain't never got disrespected, and it's like for me, in my hand, it's like, hey man, ain't nobody ever challenged us, and ain't nobody ever dissed us. That ought to tell you something.
Exactly. I
That
seen
ought
that.
to tell you something, home. You don't want to lose to the weirdos. the king of the weirdos. You don't want to lose to them, huh?
Zaga.
They the ones that really can rap. They the ones that
Right,
really
right.
do it.
Yeah, yeah,
So, you
yeah.
know what I mean? Before the internet, man, when you couldn't, the world star all day, hey,
Yeah.
man, we straightened every business inquiry around here about the Atlanta streets, man, in all kind of ways, man. People
Exactly.
know about the Dungeon family, man, from the streets to the suites, man. It don't stop. And it ain't going to stop 20 years later. They say, hey, man, where the Dungeon at? Hey, man, Future doing great. You see what's on his forearms? He's doing great, man. We love it.
Exactly.
We doing great. Like Dungeon ain't tripping. We sitting back saying, okay, this is like double dutch now. Like where we jump in at. As long as we know Jay still playing, as long as we know Baby them still playing, Wayne them still playing, the 50 them still playing. Hey man, everybody up where we supposed to be right now. But it's about being here and doing the right thing with it. That's all.
Exactly.
You
I
know what I
agree.
mean? One thing technology did for young and old, it's made younger people grow up too fast. It's made people who's up in age, it's giving us the ability to stay up on what the young people doing all day, every day.
Damn, that's
So
yeah.
it's like, man,
Yeah.
you can't trick me, man.
Yeah,
Trick somebody who ain't got no iPhone or something.
that's a dope way. That's a dope way to look at it. I never thought about it. You made the young grow up too fast and made the people that's more mature. Now they can
Yeah,
actually know what's going on in society. They can understand what's going on with the youth. Yeah.
yeah. Our parents couldn't do that with us. Like us
Right.
sitting around listening to hip hop, they was like, man, y'all talking foreign language.
Yeah, get up
Now,
out of here with that. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like my daughter let me hear I Love McConan a year before Going Up on Tuesday came out.
Wow.
So you gotta understand, like one thing about this game, these kids, that's why the music game is kind of hard or different to them because they can do everything that we couldn't as kids in music. They can do albums, everything on their phone, at their
Right.
house, and they can put out an album and 5,000 people can like it.
And the
And they can
following is
put
all
up,
online. And the following is all online. All
hey man.
viral. The millennials is all online, man.
So that's why I say being at home and really getting educated back in what Atlanta doing, man. I got to give a shout out to all the DJ things going on, the coalition DJs, man, the hit, all the DJs in the city, man. Because in Atlanta, man, 2 Chainz, man, what he doing over there with his thing, man. He got this boy over there, Bankroll Fresh, old Cap One. It's a lot of dudes coming out, man. It's going, it's eating these streets, man. After this A3C, man, like. It's a lot of talent about to come back out, and I'm glad that the game changing again. We're gonna get back on some lyrics and some substance, man. Like we
Exactly.
can't be lying talking about we selling dope, cause y'all know ain't nobody got no dope in the hood. The faucet been cut off.
Exactly. It's been cut
Bill
off.
was gone to jail,
Right.
or they dead. So
Hey, you
let's
said
stop.
that faucet got cut off. That faucet got cut off. Yeah.
They keep talking about rap don't sell no more. What you mean? Fetty Watt just did numbers.
Exactly.
Hey man, what you talking about, man? You
Right.
lying. That means if your music connect with people, it's gonna sell. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But one thing about it though, these boys making this stuff like they cooking these records up, man, so fast, man. It's making the industry head spin, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
they can't
Mm-hmm.
keep up with it. And the
Mm-hmm.
audience, to a certain extent, the audience. See what I'm learning as an artist right now because I went the other day. I went to a Travis Scott concert. I never been to one and I had the time and I went and I watched this boy and I watched the energy and I'm just like wow, like he a rock star, man.
Wow.
Like the stuff that I'm seeing, I'm just like, man, these kids are really into these artists and really into their movement. So
Right.
it don't matter, man, if they ain't got no label. It's a whole new world now.
I
But
think
I'm
they
saying, I'm
reaching
gonna
out
say
to the
this.
people. They reaching the people. You know what I'm saying? Online, they letting these people come into their worlds, man. So it's like they have a better connection with the people because it's all online, man. They letting people, all these videos and YouTube and social media. People's in their world, man.
I love it, man. I
Yeah,
love it.
I think it's
I say
dope.
this.
Yeah, I
I
think
tell
it's
people all the time, I said, I'm gonna tell you a dude, they never even question his age because he moved like lightning. That's Diddy.
yeah,
Diddy don't never get old because Diddy always doing something new.
yep.
I gotta give the puff. You know what I mean? He was just here, shut the block down. Like his party was so stupid. Shut the block down,
Puff,
man.
hey, Puff, shut the
Hard day
block down.
that.
Yeah, yeah. You
Hey
already
man,
know.
like you gotta give to people like that, man, who stay about their business, man. Because one thing I learned, one thing I read, B.B. King before he died, he said a true artist do music to the day he died. And he did that.
Many people have lost their lives trying to reveal the secret. The secret has been hidden from the world for far too long. But now,
in order to become successful, a lot of times you have to find your zone that's comfortable for you.
When you come to that crossroad and you get to a certain age where you have that epiphany where what the hell am I going to do with the rest of my life, and you don't even have a plan yet, that's when it's time to start writing your shit down.
Sometimes, life decisions and life choices steer you another path, but, mistakes are given, being a human. We don't have to be perfect.
One day the world's gonna have to come around and recognize that, yeah, this is different, but there's nothing like this out here.
You have to let your imagination run wild when it comes to your career, period.
Most people only plan for what they think they can get. The universe doesn't like that. The universe wants you to go for what you think is impossible.
Dr. King said your character is built not during times of comfort and convenience, but during times of conflict and controversy.
When you see an obstacle, don't let it deter you. You either can go over it, around it, or through it, depending on your own strength.
I've been through a lot of stuff in life, but never once have I felt like this is the end of my path.
You have to put up your own money. That's independence. If someone else is putting up the money, that's dependence.
If you don't see yourself coming out as a boss at that place, get the fuck out of there.